Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I welcome you to my YouTube channel where I discussed with you previously in the introductory video that I'll be sharing information here. I'll be teaching you about information literacy. Today, I have come with a wonderful topic that is information sources. So, we are going to look at information sources here. We are going to define what information sources is. So here I listed some points in our definition of the term information sources. So here you can define information sources as any materials, records, or documents that provide data or knowledge on a particular subject. Or you can also say that these sources provide a basis or a foundation for research. And then we shall go to the types of information sources. We have only two types of information sources, that is the primary sources and the secondary sources. But in our video today, we are going to specifically look at the primary sources of information. Our definition is saying that the primary sources of information, it is a direct or first-hand piece of evidence created at the time of the event or by someone who directly experienced the event. It has not been altered, or that information from the primary source because that person was there when the event was taking place, or someone that is reporting that information has been in contact with a person that was at that very place. So the information of the primary sources, it has not been altered or interpreted by others and stands as unmediated piece of information. So we shall go and briefly look at the characteristics of the primary sources. Our first characteristic is originality. So these sources are the first to provide information about a particular event or subject. They are unaltered, direct records that offer original thought or raw data. Our second characteristic is raw data. That is, primary sources often present raw, unfiltered information. For example, a scientist's original lab notes might have data that could later be analyzed and interpreted in secondary sources. Our third characteristic of primary sources is the unmediated evidence. There is no interpretation or analysis from another person. The source itself is the evidence. Our last characteristic is the time-related. They are closely tied to the moment in which they were created, making them especially valuable for understanding historical, cultural, or social contexts. So I urge everyone who hasn't subscribed to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are going to be sharing more and more. I'm coming back with the secondary sources. Stay tuned.